What's going on, everybody? Tech Kid Geeking. Today is my review of my Sony Vaio 17.3-inch laptop. I want to talk about the design, the specs, the hardware, everything that you look forward to in a product that you buy. And plus, I want to talk about everything like I said, the specs, the gaming capability of this laptop. Because this is my first really gaming laptop. So let's go on and get into it right now. Now, if you take a look at the left-hand side of the computer, you got a microphone jack, a headphone jack, a USB 3.0 port, and a VGA cable, and an HDMI out. Now, if you take a look at the right side of the computer, you see three USB 2.0 ports and the optical Blu-ray optical drive that comes with it. Now, it only plays Blu-rays. It doesn't burn, so I wasn't too worried about that anyway. But now, if you take a look at it, you see me putting in a Blu-ray movie right here. This is the Avengers, one of the top movies of the year. And the fact that I can play Blu-rays is really a joy for me because I really like watching Blu-rays. But now, if you take a look at it, it also has an SD card slot and a Memory Pro Duo slot, that Sony's own memory card, and you gotta say Sony need to let that go. But they keep holding on to it for some odd reason. But now, what I really like about the keyboard on this computer is that it has that desktop type of keyboard where they got the numbers on the right hand side. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? I kind of hate the numbers at the top, but I really like the numbers on the right hand side. And also, it's a backlit keyboard. Now, when you're charging the computer up, the backlit keyboard stays on, but when you unplug it, it kind of fades in and out when you don't use it as much. So kind of like any other backlit keyboard that you have out there in the market. Now let's talk about the specs that's in this laptop. First, let me start off. It's an Intel Core i7 quad-core 2.2 gigahertz processor with the turbo boost of 3.9 gigahertz. You also got 8 gigs of RAM. You got an AMD Radeon graphic card at 7650 graphic card. Has a 1 gigabyte dedicated graphic. It also has a 320 gigabyte hard drive. You could go up to a terabyte if you would like. See, I got this machine because I feel as I'm not going to be doing all that kind of video editing and things with that. It's just a gaming portable laptop I can take with me on the road and play some games at while I'm at it. Now let's talk about the touchpad. One of the things I kind of don't like about this computer is the touchpad. It kind of not as responsive as I would like, but I could easily change that with a wireless mouse and kind of work through that, because sometimes it just seems like I'll touch the keypad and it'll just do something I just doesn't want to do. I'll touch it and it'll hit an application when I don't want to do that. I'm just trying to move the cursor to where I want it to be at. So that's kind of the flaw I kind of don't like about it. And I gotta say, what about the display right here? If you look at the display, it's a 1080p display. It's a 1920 by 1080 display with an LED backlight. And I gotta say, you never really appreciate a good picture until you actually see one up front like that. So if you look here, I'm playing Devil May Cry, the Devil May Cry 4, and I'm showing you the intro and how clear the crisp is looking, and it runs great at 1080p. I thought there would be a lot of lag and stuff like that, a little hesitation with the frame rate and things like that, but it plays just as smooth as any other game I've ever played. And like I must say, like I really enjoyed the 1080p when I'm watching Netflix, Hulu Plus on it. You really see, especially the LED backlit display, you really start to see the brightness of the colors and things like that. And like I said, this computer can play games at 1080p quality, and like that's one of those type of things you appreciate when you never had before, and then when you actually see it up front, you really appreciate it. And I gotta say, I love the 1080p display when I watch my Blu-rays, play my games, Netflix and Hulu Plus. And what I must say that I do like about this computer is that you can also hook it up using the HDMI output to put up to either your computer monitor that has an HDMI output or your TV. Now, some people may hook it up to their TV. Some people you may use a external monitor to do it. But to each his own. Whichever one you prefer, I say go for it. And you also got to say that when you're using Windows 8 on this laptop, it's really fluent, it's really fast. I gotta say, I think boot up time is about 10 to 15 seconds, depending on, I guess, how the computer boots up. But I remember one time, I think it took about 15 seconds for the boot up time, and that's with a 320 gigabyte hard drive. That's not a solid state drive. So, the speeds and quality of this machine, I really enjoy. I really like that, I got pretty much a desktop powered laptop on the road with me. So, because my desktop has the same amount of specs in as my laptop does, but my desktop has a terabyte hard drive because I do a lot of my video editing on my workhorse on my desktop. So I must say I'm really enjoying this machine right here. And now we've come to the end of this review. And what I must say, I really like the computer. It has that quad-core processor, that 8 gigabytes of RAM, you know, like I said, 320 gigabyte hard drive was perfect for me. I'm not asking for too much out of a hard drive. And Windows 8 is good on a laptop, but I really would get I'm gonna get a wireless mouse to work. I work a lot better with a mouse. And I gotta say that the price point at this computer was $1,000 because I got it with a 320 gigabyte hard. You can go up to a terabyte and make it about $1,100. So that's still not a bad price for some of these ultrabooks that cost around the same price. I got a workhorse for the same price as some of these ultrabooks out here. So I must say I really enjoy the laptop. I recommend it to anybody out there. And also, please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Always rate and subscribe to my channel. If you have this computer, please leave your comments or your video comments. Or do you have a similar computer with HP or Mac, or who else is out there? Acer. Just put some names out there. I just wanted to put those out there just in case. Always, you know what I mean? Leave your comments. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys.